What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Adrian James here. Cool knife on the table. I think I've only made one video on RoseCraft blades. Awesome Barlow that they released. This knife is not a Barlow. It is a Skinner. Little Riverbend Skinner, I believe it's called. I wonder, well, first of all, let me show you this gorgeous blade. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Look at that finish on the blade. Really something nice that they put together here. Does it say? Oh, it does. RCT 001. Which I think is the Little Riverbend Skinner. And this one's obviously in white bone. They make a black bone version of this. Although now that I think of it, I'm not sure if it's bone or if that's ebony. I wonder, somebody let me know if that's bone or ebony. And is it the same name, Little Riverbend Skinner? Or something tells me it's a different name. This one is the Little Riverbend Skinner white bone, smooth white bone. What an awesome, beautiful design knife this is. Listen to that. RoseCraft Blades is seriously putting out some special stuff. I mean, they really are doing some amazing work. This knife, I forget exactly. It's like $42.99, something like that. Something well under 50 US for this thing. Call it 45 bucks. This, for reasons I'll get into right now, that is really something worth mentioning. Because for the level of fit and finish that they have produced with this blade, for that money, the game is changing, ladies and gentlemen. The game is changing. Good for them, because they've recognized, I think I mentioned this one time or another, they recognized that there is a gap in the market for a knife of this quality put together with this level of attention to meet that kind of a price. I mean, good for them. This is serious quality. This is not some kind of sacrifice for quality of craftsmanship or quality of materials. This is serious stuff. I mean, you could put a collection together on just these knives. Look at the fit and finish on the back spring. It's perfect. Look at the termination of the back spring. It is literally perfect. Centering. Can you see the centering? Look at that. Just so well done, man. I mean, it's like actually amazing. Also, I love their aesthetic with the steel on steel. I've always loved the look of that. I love when GEC puts out carbon steel bolsters and liners with an already carbon steel blade. I just love the look versus like brass liners with steel back with a steel back spring. And either like a nickel silver bolster or something like that. Looks awesome. But I love when it's like not a nickel silver bolster and the bolster, the liners, and the backspring are all the same material. I just think it looks so sharp. Look at this thing. And also with the white bone, I think it just pops all the more. So well done. Just like incredible. I mean, everything about this knife has got it going on, okay? First of all, the design, perfect size, like 4 inches, something like that. Really nice fit in the hand. It's a unique pattern. It's really cool. I love the lines of this thing. If you see, it starts, it's like a, what's that called? Trail point? Where the curve is at, it's a skinning blade, essentially. But is that a trail point where it comes up like that? Just the swoop, this accentuated belly here, and with this like S curve on the blade, and then it kind of like mirrors itself with the handle. Super excellent design. Really, really like well thought out. I mean, look at this thing. It's gorgeous. And this is really good D2 steel. I think that there are a lot of things to say about the blade. D2 steel, the grind is excellent. And the blade came screaming sharp. Screaming. This knife comes sharper than GEC comes out of the box. Just saying. Just saying. Also, check this out. Tight back spring. This thing is worn in for a bit, and also I oiled it, which I'll get into in a second because there's a funny story about that. I oiled the pivot on this thing maybe twice with mineral oil. It was a nail breaker before this. It still is stout. I mean, this thing is a solid 8, solid on pull. I love that though. I just think it lends itself to a feel of quality and strength, durability, all that. So I like it. I mean, and also the nail nick is accentuated. It's not a long pull. It's a traditional nail nick, but it really is kind of, it's placed in the right spot and really lends itself. You can't really pull this thing open, so you do have to use the nail nick, but it works. It really works. Super sharp out of the box. Beautiful blade profile. Beautiful grinds on this thing. D2 steel, as I said, and it's very well done. From everything that I can tell, it's treated properly. It is quality material, and also the finish of it. The finish of it, I think they did a really nice job with. Just how it looks on its own, but then when you compare it to the fluted bolster there with that gorgeous back spring, look at how tight. There is nothing going on there in terms of any gaps or space or anything or light coming through. Just really nice. So that's that. Walk and talk is something else, man. I mean, it's the best in the game. It's the best. It's the best. I want nothing more. The walk and talk. Did you hear that? This part when it pops open. Oh, love that. Transitions, phenomenal. Really, really good. Really good. I mean, as good or better than a GEC. Not better. I hesitate to say better, but it's great. Really, really great. The pins. It's something else too. Like normally you have to sacrifice in some way, shape, or form. Like for instance, case knives, their transitions, when they're on, they are dead on. Like a lot of times with case knives, when they're really put together well, I can't even begin to feel any transitions on those. But like the centering will be off or something like that. Or like with a GEC, for instance, the transitions are always great with a GEC, but like the pins aren't flush on a GEC. These pins are flush in every way. In every pin is flush to the covers. So there's no sacrificing. You're not and the centering is perfect. It's all there with this blade, is what I'm trying to say. It is all there. They got this thing going on for under $45, man. Beautiful pin. I don't know if that's pinned in shield or if it's glued or whatever it is. It's gorgeous. The shield there is great. I love too how the pin design here, where there's 3 kind of forming a triangle around the pin. I just think it's really put together very well. It's funny too, because I think you don't even realize it, the design with the pins, how they put the pins in, but it makes it look super cool. I love the pin, the shield with the pins, how they look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just think that's so cool with the lanyard hole in the middle. Same thing. Also, look at the patina on the bone. This is why I love smooth white bone. Look at what's going on with this. Gorgeous. I mean, it's just really nice. Also, funny story. When I oiled the pivot one time, I'm sure that this happens to people. I've never seen it happen on mine. I don't really care. But when I oil the pivot, the oil got behind the cover and it stained the bone. I actually think it kind of looks even cooler. As I said, white bone is cool because it kind of like, it ages. I mean, when you hold it, when you use it, I guess when you oil it, who knew? But there's a little stain from the oil. I didn't over oil it, at least I didn't think so. But I guess it just kind of got down in there. I think it looks kind of cool though. It just adds to it. Beautiful design. Oh, this thing fits in the hand like so well. Side holding, perfect. I haven't skinned any deer with it yet, but you know, this thing is just awesome. Really good steak knife, really good kitchen knife, really good apple peeler, reverse grip, very nice. Walk and talk is stout. absolute winner is what I'm trying to say. Way to go, RoseCraft. Way to go, RoseCraft. Do you guys have any of these things? Didn't they knock it out of the park? And I'm so excited to see them coming out with these awesome designs. That's the other thing is, not only are they coming out with an amazing price point for the quality, but these designs, they are not holding back on coming out with super cool designs. That's one thing with Rough Rider I wish they would like kind of fix. Is Rough Rider is their kind of aesthetic and design is just kind of getting old. Not to say they do have some really cool designs, and in fact they have some weird designs with some with some of their knives. But I haven't seen anything weird with RoseCraft. All I've seen are like classy, really cool knives. Like every single knife I see from them, I say to myself, oh, I'm gonna pick that up. Like every single one. So, you know, it's just, I love their choice in cover materials. I love the whole look. I love the steel on steel. From everything I can tell, they're doing a phenomenal job with this D2. It's just good from start to finish. Do you guys have one of these? Do you like it? I'd be shocked if you didn't. Oh, another thing I didn't mention is look at the blade well on this thing. The finishing of the blade well is as good as a GEC. I mean, who gives you a knife? The quality of this knife for the money is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay? You're not sacrificing anything. Transitions, quality materials, pins, bolsters, liners, centering, backspring termination, everything. I love it. You love it. I love it. Anyway, let me know if you have one of these things. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry, I've been out of the YouTubes for a little while. The long story short is, I had some guests over, and I've recently started a new job, which is an amazing opportunity. It's just very, very busy. So I have not been able to put out the content or even be on YouTube really anywhere near as I would like. But, you know, I appreciate you guys, as always, appreciate you guys watching and commenting and subscribing and all the love and support. Love it. I'm still going full steam ahead, posting videos, but it really has been like extraordinarily busy recently with work. So I've been coming home and just passing out. Like it's crazy. So anyway, it's all good though. Happy to be back, and I really appreciate you guys. Hope you're all doing well. And let me know what you think about this knife. I think it's an absolute winner, and I really love RoseCraft blades. Love them. So I hope you're all doing well. God bless, and catch you in the next one.